wacky weather today, and there were actually some rainbows. I wasn't able to get a drone capture of it just because it was raining where I was in general. And what did I read today? Lots about, I guess, drone delivery. How about this first one? Apparently Walmart is going, I guess, even harder in terms of expanding their drone delivery ambitions. This one says Walmart to make largest drone delivery expansion of any US retailer. Walmart is reaching new heights, offering our drone delivery for up to 75% of the Dallas-Fort Worth population. We're building on our momentum with the largest drone delivery footprint of any US retailer. This expansion will bring the ultimate convenience of drone delivery to communities across the DFW area. Customers will have access to a broad assortment of items from Walmart available for delivery to their home in just minutes. Drone delivery is not just a concept of the future, it's happening now and will soon be a reality for millions of additional Texans. One thing that was interesting is usually when I hear Walmart and drone delivery news, it's usually related to that company Drone Up, but by the sounds of it here, they're partnering up with a lot of companies. It says deliveries will be powered by on-demand drone delivery providers Wing and Zipline. Both are approved by the FAA to fly their drones without a dedicated observer being able to see the drone at all times, known as beyond visual line of sight, which will enable drone delivery to more Texans than ever before. Drone delivery gives customers an even faster delivery option, getting items to them in 30 minutes or less, and some deliveries can happen as fast as 10 minutes. So there's the thing too, where if a company gets a quote waiver to fly everything beyond visual line of sight, I guess they have a huge competitive advantage to win these big contracts and all that. Is that area being taken over, for example, by drones now? I know a lot of people, again, they said ban recreational flyers and so forth. They want to clear the airspace, and people said you're just opening it up for commercial operations. So how is it over there if anyone is around that area in terms of these drone deliveries and stuff? And with that thought, the news on drone delivery continues. I read about this before where DJI was launching their drone delivery hardware per se. And how's this one? It says DJI's first delivery drone takes flight globally. DJI, the world's leader in civil drones and creative camera technology, today introduces DJI FlyCart 30 to the global market. This delivery drone overcomes traditional transport challenges with its large payload capacity, long operation range, high reliability, and intelligent features. Now delivery, such as mountain transportation, offshore transportation, or emergency rescue transportation, can be performed with more efficiency and flexibility. It actually makes me wonder if their drones can actually compete with people who are committed and just focused on drone delivery, like a Zipline, for example. Is this a case where it's a company like DJI saying, hey, we want a piece of the pie, so to speak? So then they got into it. I guess we'll see. But this was originally only announced around the China area, and with places like the US wanting to ban things like Chinese-made drones and companies like DJI, will you actually see large companies like a Walmart actually use DJI drones for their drone delivery operations? Because I could imagine that's really risky. Because in these situations too, when you're dealing with millions or billions of dollars with large corporations, I don't think necessarily it's going to be like a consumer market where people will buy what's the best quote, I guess you could say, value, like what's the cheapest, so to speak. They want more stability and reliability in that sense, especially they wanted to know in the future they'll be able to use this for a long time legally and stuff as well. And then I was reading this today, which was kind of crazy. It showed this, I guess, drone video of all these protesters, like farmers and stuff in Germany and all that. Like it says here, the agricultural blockade and demonstrations continue for the third day in Germany. Here in Augsburg, German railway workers have also gone on strike for 3 days for wage increases, paralyzing almost all rail traffic. Wow, look at how many people there are there. And I guess more details in terms of what's going on. It says, train strike, farmer protest cause disruption. Germany is facing potential transport chaos on Wednesday caused by a 3-day nationwide strike by train drivers coupled with ongoing protests by farmers. The strike has been called by the train drivers union GDL, which is demanding better wages along with a reduction in work from 38 down to 35 hours a week. And then there's the other protest, which was the bigger one. By the sounds of it, it relates to farmers, and it says here, the rail strike comes as German farmers vow to ramp up their nationwide protests against planned subsidy cuts, such as those for diesel fuel. Since Monday, farmers have been blocking a number of highway entrances with their tractors, as well as holding rallies in towns and cities. The protests have caused considerable disruption to traffic. I know this happened in other areas too, where it seemed like the government was targeting farmers, I guess, with their regulations and so forth. And this is what you get nowadays, I suppose. A lot of people, I guess, banding together saying they don't agree with it, huh? It makes me wonder, with people using like all these vehicles and stuff, is this all inspired by what happened here in Canada, for example, when there was that huge protest with the truckers and so forth? I would be inclined to say it probably does have a factor. But either way, a lot of people just aren't, I guess, very happy with government officials and their decisions, huh? Is this the only way to make their voice heard, is to have mass, I guess, protests like these? Because at the end of the day, I guess you are supposed to work for the people, I guess, if you're the government, correct? You can't just say, well, I like this, so I'm gonna force this idea on you. Fundamentally, it's supposed to be they voted you in, so you are technically supposed to do what the mass majority of people want, per se, correct? So let's see what happens, I guess. Lots of turmoil around the world overall, though. All right, see you guys later.